Morning Adelaide. Morning. Oh, we're actually starting now. Apologies for a late start. The leader of the coordinator of this program obviously had a late night last night and couldn't remember where we were starting from, so he went to the wrong beach. But good morning Adelaide.
Went to Maslow's.
Went to the wrong beach, went to Henley Beach, so we started a bit late. I got to West Beach where we were supposed to be. I've got a bit of a crew with us this morning, which is marvellous. This is the Lions Get Active program with the City of Adelaide Lions Club. I've got Maddie here next to me, got Rosanna here again, marvellous. Joe's up the front, we got Johnny here with his kids. And I'm going to flip the camera forward so you'll see the back of people. If the camera works. Just in front of us there, we've got Lynn and Jen. Lynn's brought someone along. We've got Zig walking towards us. And we've got Joe as well. Zig, how are you, mate? Here is Zig from West Beach Lions Club. He's joining us today. How are you, mate?
Good.
Wow, if only some people knew what they were doing. Yeah, we're at least in the right state. So we've got a great little crew with us today. Excuse me. I apologise if I'm going to cough during our live stream this morning, but I hope you're well wherever you are. I'll have to get a chance to talk to Lynn and Jen and Scott, excuse me, in front of us. Excuse me. But we've started at the West Beach Surf Club this morning. We've met Zig along the way, and we're going to head our way down towards Glenelg Jetty. We'll see how far we get, we'll see how the energy's feeling halfway through. But it's a good opportunity here. I thought I'd invite Zig along, being part of West Beach Lions Club, so that you guys could meet him. He came along on the walk when we were out at Wallaroo a few months ago. He was in the crowd. I didn't get a chance to talk with him then, but I thought this time would be a great opportunity to do so. Now that we're sort of spreading our wings with where we're taking this program, we thought we'd get out on the beach. It was Lynn's, our club member Lynn, it was her suggestion to come out this way. So if anything goes wrong, as it has done, it's her fault. So
Andrew doesn't know the difference between West Beach and Henley Beach.
I've obviously got no idea, and Google Maps steered me wrong. Wrong by 5k. So a great opportunity to get to know some West Beach Lion activities and people. So Zig has joined us kindly from their club. Zig also happens to be the district's second Vice District Governor, and he's just been elected as the first Vice District Governor-elect, and that position will start in July next year. So congrats on getting that position from the AGM a few weeks ago.
Yes, it's a bit more learning.
Absolutely. We had Zig come out to our social dinner meeting just on Monday night, presented beautifully, talked about what the DG goals are, and spoke very well. So it was really great to have Zig there for that. He does his, gets as many visits done as second DG, a second VDG. They've got lots of visits on clubs to do to get to know the clubs. A great opportunity of learning. I'm just going to pan to the left for a second. Oh, we're going to go that way. Yes. Oh. We're going to walk this way to the left because there's a structure here that, if you haven't been here before, is going to be one of our Lions Get Active. Sorry, Joe. You should be reading our minds, mate. Joe in the background here from work. Thanks for coming, buddy. Oh, Shane's getting all hot down there. Excuse me.
So she's not telling you what the plan is, where you're walking.
No, this was a detour that I suggested because in a few weeks' time I've got to make a date and all that sort of stuff and put it, actually program it. But we're going to head towards the Mega Adventure Playground here at West Beach because at some point in time we're going to do a Lions Get Active session from here. So I'm keen to see what it's all about. So we're just doing a quick detour off the beach track. Just have a quick look at it. I'm going to flip the camera around and that way you can see what I'm looking at. Just there in front, that massive metal structure is the Mega Adventure Playground. I've got no idea how much it costs. I've got no idea what's actually really involved apart from the fact you get harnessed up. You get to go along all the different structures. There's a boat to sit in which I can see. There's various high rope courses along this massive structure. And so at some point in time over the next few weeks, or maybe by the end of the year at least, the plan is to come here, and this will be the site of a Lions Get Active session. So for anyone who's up for a bit of a thrill seek, come along and join me along here. So I'll get prices, that way people know what they're up for. Unfortunately, you'll have to pay for yourselves. I'm not paying for you. We're a Lions Club, we're not a millionaires club. We're just going to walk around the front here. We've got Lion, Lynn and Jen in front of us.
Well, Lynn knows where she's going.
Lynn, have you done this before?
No, I haven't.
Oh my goodness.
We'll be doing it.
We shall be. So looking at this massive structure here, I've got no idea how busy or quiet this place is or has been. But like I said, when you get a gander at that, you can actually see all the high roads. You've got a couple of people up on the trapeze who are going to be let go soon. How you doing, Addie? Morning, Patria. Addie's with my folks today. Not on the beach walk. So like I said, that massive metal structure, you get all harnessed up. There's a few people just over here all harnessed up, ready to go. And there's the swing. Yes. Jen has just realised how much fun this is.
No way.
Like I said, various obstacles to go along across the whole course. How much? 55 for the mega climb. 55 for the mega climb. Giant swing is 25 for 2 turns. And that mega climb includes 2 swings as well.
Got kids for 25.
And kids for 25. So it's up there in price. But we'll definitely have a look at it over the next couple of weeks. Or next, like I say, maybe by the end of the year or end of January. We haven't figured anything out yet. It's the blind lead and the blind Patria. I completely agree there. But yeah, we'll head there at some point in time. So if you are up for a bit of a thrill, come and join us. I'm going to flip the camera back around. So that's the direction that we're going to head back towards. So now I just happen to get Lynn and Jen and Scott in camera. So if you happen to say hello, if I ask you a few questions, I shall. But we'll get back onto Zig. So Zig's from West Beach Lions Club.
Takes in around this area. There's no real set definition of boundaries, but
No, not really, is there?
been running since 1964.
Beautiful. So it's still one of the oldest clubs in Adelaide then.
Yeah, I'd say it's 60, 50, 56 years or something.
Yeah. So City of Adelaide was formed in 61. So if you guys were in 64, you weren't far behind.
There were a few done in the 60s.
Yeah. Yep. And so what's your official role at the club?
I'm still club president.
Yep.
4th year in a row.
Yep.
But going up to first vice district governor, I've said to the members, somebody else is going to have to take over that role.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to have time to do both.
Yep. How was that received?
With silence.
Yeah.
I think the role tends to scare people. It's not as hard as what people think it is.
No, not at all. It's only as hard really as you make it.
It's a matter of controlling the meeting.
Yeah.
Is your biggest part.
Yep.
The secretary's got the hardest role of doing agendas and minutes and any correspondence. Treasurer, with the finances, but president's just controlling the members
Exactly. Yep.
and having fun.
Yeah, just making sure it's an engaging meeting and that you stick to what you're doing and you're still driving that direction of where the club's going.
And as president, you've normally got to be the butt of their jokes.
Exactly. Yes, and as being a former president of our club, I'm sure I'm going to wear it for a little bit of time to go when I can't even get the right directions right here. So it's the right starting point of a walk. So there are lots and lots of people walking, cycling, or even a massive group of rollerbladers that went past us right before I came on live along this beach walk. So we're going to make sure we stay left so that we hear the dings of bikes behind us. So yeah, lots of people down here. I accidentally did go to Henley Beach, and man, that was packed. So we'd be bustling through crowds if we had headed through there. So West Beach, tell us what sort of activities West Beach gets up to.
Well, our biggest, it's always a struggle in a smaller, it's a community where it's principally residential.
Yep.
Very few businesses in the West Beach area because of course everyone wants to be by the beach.
Yeah.
But just alongside the mega structure there is the West Beach Parks.
Yep.
I think it was voted the best caravan park in Australia just recently, or most popular.
Really? Oh, cool.
But it extends quite an area.
Yeah.
Last year, well over the last 4 years, we took on a project with Camp Quality.
Yeah, cool.
They had a caravan that is for families where children under 12 years old going through cancer treatments and illnesses come into Adelaide, respite, or as a point to stay while they're getting treatments.
Yep.
We had one of their, that's what you call it, ambassadors, come out and talk to our club. One of the members asked what we could do to help them as a, as a service organisation.
Yep.
They mentioned they had the caravan here at the park.
Okay. What actually here? Oh no, that's not part.
Back
that
further.
way. Yeah, yeah.
Towards where the walk should have, where the walk did start.
Yeah.
So we went and had a look at it, cleaned it up, because it's all volunteers really that look after it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a lot of money. They rely a lot on donations
Okay.
and other charities giving to them.
Yep.
So we looked at it, cleaned it up. Having a building background, I looked at it and thought, this is 15, 20 years old. And we were told that.
Yeah.
And it was second hand when they got it.
Oh jeez. Yeah, right.
The effort to keep it looking reasonable was getting harder.
Yeah.
So I sort of thought, no, this is not good enough. It needs a new one. So I put it to the club that we sort of raise funds to replace it.
Yeah.
That was over a 4 to 5 year period.
Yeah.
The end up cost was just over $70,000. That was a complete new caravan. Everything inside was new.
Yeah.
So it was a full changeover. Puffed. Not used to
We'll
this.
see how far we go.
Well, I've got to get back to there with my car parked up there.
Yeah.
So we approached the then District Governor for C1,
Yep.
Kevin Masters, and said, can I put it to all the clubs in C1? He was happy with that. So I also approached the District Governor of C2, who was David Snook.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yeah, okay. So I approached all the clubs in C1, C2. We've got a lot of donations in from a lot of clubs.
Yeah.
We got assistance from Australian Lions Foundation.
Oh, cool.
15,000. We got a good deal from the supplier, and they took the old caravan away.
Yep.
And gave us money for it.
Oh, sweet.
So October last year, we had the official opening.
Yeah, I remember the photos on Facebook. Yeah.
Invited the press and all the media. Unfortunately, on that same day, there was an outbreak of massive bushfires in Adelaide.
Yeah.
And you can guess where the press went.
Yeah.
Bushfires.
Yeah.
So,
Wheelie, mate, wheelie. Woo!
so we ended up getting no press coverage at all,
Yeah.
which was a shame. It was really appreciated by Camp Quality.
Yep.
The West Beach parks don't charge Camp Quality, and they
Yeah,
don't,
right.
they don't charge the families coming in.
Oh, cool.
So that's they do quite a substantial donation towards Camp Quality in that
Yep.
manner.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing how many people are involved through Camp Quality.
Yep.
Part of that working with Camp Quality, I went back in some of the club history and having a look around other clubs in C2, I noticed there's quite a few clubs that had been involved with Camp Quality over the time.
Yeah.
Probably the most recent was with Elizabeth Playford doing Convoy for Kids,
Okay.
which unfortunately, due to legal aspects, not health and safety and everything else that comes into it, faded away.
Yeah, right.
So I'd like to explore avenues with Camp Quality to continue broaden our relationship with them.
Yep.
It's dealing with children, cancer. It's part of the Lions International Foundation, one of the goals.
Yeah.
And it's easy, it's local for us.
Yeah.
Just recently, Camp Quality approached me when I had contact down at Victor Harbour, because they've got hold of a caravan down that way that they'd like to do a similar project.
Okay.
So I passed on details to the Victor Harbour Club for them to contact, see whether they can do it, and offered my assistance of what we went through to get things going.
Yep.
So hopefully they do.
Okay. So that's you're still waiting on to hear from them?
Yeah. Oh look, it's not a quick process.
No.
One of the aspects of being involved with camp quality, I've got no children that are going through that, no other relationship with them other than what we got involved in.
Yeah.
And just researching them, they have 3 respite centres across Australia.
Yeah, right.
One's in Warrnambool, and one in Salamander Bay in New South Wales, and
Okay.
the one here at West Beach.
Yeah.
And you know, the West Beach one was being used prior to COVID, 45 weeks of the year.
Okay.
So it had intense use.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where it was a case of, look, it needs to start with a new facility.
Yeah.
One of the consequences of that, which I was totally unaware of, and I haven't really pushed it, is that Camp Quality put in a nomination to the South Australian Premier's Award for volunteers. Now, I was,
Oh, really? Right. We'll take a break for a second. What's going on? You send us here, tell us this is where we're walking, then we get these awesome smells from the beach.
Oh, I know, right? We just went, well, time-wise,
See, you got it in the wrong spot to start with. That didn't help.
but that's
That
fine.
didn't help. No worries at all. We'll see how far we go then. And
Enjoy
we'll
the
turn
walk
around.
back.
It's all good.
yeah, thank you.
No worries.
On the corner there, is that where you are?
That's where we have to go.
You got about halfway.
Yeah, halfway, right?
Have we really?
Well, you got halfway, and then you got halfway
Yeah.
to go back. No, it's good.
No worries, all good.
No worries.
Appreciate you coming.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Take it easy. Here come the stragglers.
They
How
might
you doing,
turn around
Uncle?
too.
How you doing, Uncle Billy? Let's just put it out there. If you are ready if you are keen to go back, just say the word and we'll all head back that way, or whichever way you got to go. I know Jen, you got to head that way.
I have to hit that one.
Yep, that's fine.
My driver's waiting.
So that's all good. That's all good. So if you're ready to head back, just let us know and we can turn around. So it's all good. Uncle Billy, how are you, mate? I'm sure it's very, very late at your neck of the woods there. But thanks for joining us, my friend. Anyway, see, as you were saying.
Yeah, they put me in for the South Australian Premier's Volunteers Award, and I actually got an award.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know a thing about it until Camp Quality rang me up and said, we've got an award for you. And unfortunately with COVID, it couldn't be presented by the Premier.
Yeah.
Everything really shut down, but I got the certificate saying, yes, Premier's Appreciation Award for volunteer.
Cool.
Totally unexpected.
Yeah, yeah.
To me, it's not just me that did it, it's the club, it's the members,
Yeah.
and the other clubs that contributed,
Yeah.
and ALF. We've got to keep promoting ALF,
Absolutely.
otherwise Yvonne Bradford will tell me off.
Actually, shout out to Yvonne as well. I hope the variety bashes started off well for you guys. Apparently started out at Kangaroo Island yesterday, so let us know where you're at. Uncle Billy, it's 20 past 12. All right, fair enough. So it's late, but not too late. So my Uncle Billy's over in England, so they're always up late. Catching up. Uncle Billy, hope you're well.
Unfortunately,
Cool.
with this COVID affecting everybody,
Yep.
we were curtailing a lot of our fundraising activities.
Yeah.
It's just starting up again,
Oh, cool.
and it's surprising. We've been approached by a chemist that wants to stock Christmas cakes to sale. They've never done it before.
Oh, sweet.
So there is a desire for some community businesses
Yep.
to still be involved in fundraising for service projects. Yesterday we were at the Royal South Australian Yacht Squadron.
Yeah, yeah.
They had a member open day, so we manned the gates for them.
Cool.
Bit of fun. Have a look at the little, well, they're not little boats,
No.
but yeah, it was a fun day.
Was it busy?
Yeah, they had, I think they were saying there were over 700 people attending.
Nice.
Last year was their 150th year, and they had over 1,800 people.
Wow.
Counting. It's a quiet little event that, unless you remember, you don't know about.
No, exactly right.
And that happens a lot in the community. There's little things that's going on that aren't necessarily promoted widely.
Yeah.
And unless you're involved in it, you don't know about it.
No, and that's exactly it. Yeah.
And Lions is one of them.
Absolutely. Unfortunately so.
And you know, the clubs I've been visiting, I've been saying, look, you've got to promote what you do.
Yeah.
In the past, lions, I'm not trying not to be rude, but head down, bum up, do the work,
Yep.
disappear at the end and don't want the acknowledgement. But we're being forgotten by the general public.
Yeah.
We need to promote what we do.
Yep.
And I try to get the members to wear their club shirt or a Lions badge, wherever they're going, down the shops, whatever.
Yeah.
People will look at it.
Yep.
You know, in other countries, I know with England and the soccer, you get the mad, well, not mad, but the fanatic
fanatical fans, yeah.
Who will have the colours, the streamers, the whole bit to identify with that group.
Yep.
Lions don't tend to do that.
Nah.
I did an article for our local bulletin, C1 monthly bulletin, about being proud to be a lion.
Yep.
Are we ashamed to identify as a Lions member?
Yeah, is there some sort of perspective of not having the proudness of volunteering and giving up your time?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be. Some people say, yep, that's great that you do it, but then for some reason it's not a case of proudly promoting the fact that you're happy to spend your time doing things for other people.
Yeah, but there was 5 members yesterday. We had great fun, and there was quite a number of the yacht squadron members who come up and said, "Thanks for what you're doing at the gate."
Yeah. Yep.
I said, "That's fine. We'll do that because then you can enjoy the drinking and eating and sitting on the yachts."
Exactly.
We had no problem with it. It was started a cloudy day, ended up sunny, beautiful. I had to make my own wide brim hat.
But there's a line back on it though.
No promotion, but it was of a Red Hammer place in Australia.
Yep.
It's their hat.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm thinking I might put it through to the multiple district office saying, look, Australia's great for the caps, like Andrew's got. Doesn't provide any protection for ears.
For a sunburned country.
Or the receding hairline.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at Lions Australia to provide some wider brim hats or bucket hats or something. Yeah.
These are fairly cheap.
Yeah.
My wife just printed on some material with the Lions logo, clipped it on the top.
Yep. And no one would know any difference that it isn't a Lions hat.
But it's identifying it.
Yeah.
And that's a big part for, I think, Lions worldwide. I think we've lost them.
Oh, they're just going slow as. What's going on?
They're turning around.
Are they turning around? All right. They're turning around. My goodness.
They were waiting for us to turn around.
Maybe they were just to get our attention. If they turn around, they turn around. That's all fine. Uncle Billy is just letting me know, just interrupting just for a quick sec, that they're in total lockdown over in England there. So they're not in a good situation over there in the UK. So I'm sorry to hear that, Uncle Billy. What a pain in the butt. But definitely I've heard US and UK certainly not going too well at the moment from a COVID point of view.
I think
so
besides Andrew's coughing and spluttering.
I'm trying to bring it back here. So I'm not going to brag about how nice and sunny it is here for you and Val, so I know you'll scorn me for that one.
Well, it's about 23 degrees centigrade. Yeah. Very light breeze.
And we've got the nice white sand, beautiful blue ocean there. Lots of people down on the beach, lots of dogs walking, getting walked, plenty of people riding their bikes. I'm going to zoom right above you there, Jen. Bikes behind us, bikes in front of us. You see them coming, Jen above your head there, so you're not in camera. Lots of people getting active, which is great.
This is very common on weekends.
Yeah. So if you get the chance, on nicely weathered days like these, if I can zoom, I'll turn the camera back around. It's not doing what I want it to do. Get yourself down to the beach, beautiful days like this.
Especially in South Australia.
Whew. Lots of great beaches, not only in the metropolitan Adelaide, but if you go further south, awesome beaches down there as well. So it's something that me and my family need to explore a bit more of, actually.
The biggest downturn for me, getting more involved in Lions, is I'm not getting the opportunity to go scuba diving.
And we do apologise for that. We just saw for this cyclist coming around.
Fabulous colour along South Australia, leafy sea dragons.
Yep.
The colour is as good as what you get at the Barrier Reef.
Yeah, right. Wow. So where do you do that?
Down at Port Noarlunga, you
Yep.
go right down south, Rapid Bay, there's a shipwreck there, HMS
cool.
Hobart.
Oh, right.
Been down for a decade plus. Over on the York Peninsula, about 2 hour drives away.
Sweet.
Edithburgh. I've dived for a lot of different countries, but unfortunately with the Lions effort,
Yeah.
it's being curtailed at the moment.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so doing what you're doing for the next couple of years. Like I say, the DG role, Vice District Governor, and then the DG role is obviously very involved. A lot of time consumption to it all. So Zig, while Zig would love to do a bit of scuba diving in the end, he'll be on the back burner for a little while. Just going to zoom
Probably
in and see
another
what.
year or so.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough to go to Philippines.
Oh, beautiful.
Dived with whale sharks.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely fabulous. They are
Jeez.
graceful creatures and you can get really close. They are inquisitive.
Yeah, right. How close?
5 metres.
Wow.
They got a huge eye.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In Fiji, we dived with tiger sharks, bull sharks.
Oh my god. There's a Lions Connective idea for us.
I think on my Facebook page I've got a picture of me that was taken by another diver of a tiger shark that was going over my head.
Oh,
And I was giving it a tickle under its chin.
yeah, right.
And on that couple of dives I had 5 different tiger sharks coming up and nudging my camera.
Wow.
Not scared.
I was just going to actually ask that. I'd be pooping my pants.
No. Alright, there was a group of 20 divers, the dive leaders, who were sort of keeping an eye, but the sharks were inquisitive.
Yeah, right.
Alright, if I was bleeding, yes, I'd worry.
Yeah.
That is the shark's role, to clean up injuries, dead
Yeah.
life.
Yep.
They're the cleaners of the sea. We weren't in that situation. Very relaxed.
Wow, that's amazing.
Great white shark, I might be different,
Yeah, fair enough.
but the tiger sharks were very inquisitive, come up close. In a way, a lot of the undersea life is a bit like puppy dogs.
Yeah?
They're inquisitive.
Ah.
They don't see humans that often, so when
Yeah.
they see them, it's like, what is this?
What is this thing? Yeah, right.
It's
Ah.
just had fabulous experiences. I've just got to be land-based for a while.
But I reckon you actually just bringing up a point there, whether you intended to or not there, that sometimes as lions we get caught up in the whole lionism of what we do, and we actually forget to talk and get to know each other from that personal point of view.
Yeah.
You've told me about the scuba diving once before at a dinner, but to actually learn more about it is really cool. So I mean, sometimes we get so involved with the whole community stuff, which is obviously the point of Lions. I think sometimes we forget that when you've been in it for so long, or even if you're new and you're trying to find your way, your niche into the whole thing, getting to know people on that personal view as to what people do outside of Lions is actually just as valuable.
It is.
And I think sometimes we lose track of that.
Yes, I know one of the zone chairmen is arranging a zone picnic in
Yep.
late November.
Yep.
And I thought, go along. It's not promoting the Lions as such, it's
No.
getting the people together to talk
That's
across
exactly
clubs.
it. Yeah, it's literally being that club that people can actually associate with to actually hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of our members said we need to have more social events, going to the theatre, movies,
Yep.
just a general dinner without actual Lions business to
Yeah.
get to know. We do tend to forget family, and
Yep.
the Lions, other Lions members are part of the family.
And that's exactly it. The family, and I said when you look at family members who aren't a lion, their support for the person who is a lion is massive. It's absolutely
is.
crucial, and that gets lost along the way as well.
Yeah, I guess we tend to focus too much on the wrong areas at times.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Unfortunately, sometimes Lions, a bit like other organisations, you get not political, but you get personalities that try to push their own agenda
Yeah.
for themselves rather than the community.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
It's a matter. We are for the community.
Absolutely.
That's
Just
what it
gonna have a
started out as. Yes, we started as a business organisation with Melvin Jones
Yep.
and his group. But there's more people that aren't in a business environment.
Yeah,
these
exactly.
days.
Yeah,
And we need to go with that change.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, going with evolution and change and whatnot is something that Lions sometimes struggle with.
We always did it that way. Why change it?
Yeah, well, that's the thought process that goes. It's far too common.
Unfortunately, the world is changing around us.
Yeah,
If you don't keep up, you are left behind.
that's exactly it. So,
And Lions is not, there's other organisations going through the
just
same
same
struggle.
thing, exactly. Yeah. So hopefully, that actually gives me a little bit of a lead in whether Zig knew to do that or not. Patricia's mentioning on there that we're doing our zone, that the zoning that is organising that picnic, as Zig just mentioned there, is for zones 1, 2 and 3. It's out of Thornton Park, November 22-ish, I think it is. If
29th, I think.
29th, sorry, a week ahead of
Late
myself.
November.
Late November. So yeah, Lions members, bring your families along. Everyone's more than welcome if you're in zones 1, 2 or 3. There are various
anywhere
clubs.
else.
Well, actually, yeah, absolutely anywhere else. So anyone is more than welcome to come along. It's a BYO food and drinks. There's cooking facilities, there's barbecue facilities out there. Huge playground. If you've never been to Thornton Park, thanks babe, 29th of November. It's a huge playground area, huge grass area for kicking the footy or a soccer ball or whatever, throwing a frisbee, bring all those things along. So that social event is really looking forward to. Thornton Park on the 29th of November. And again, in terms of doing things different, I know Zig, I invited you to this, but you were unable to go along because you were at the squadron thing yesterday. But we had the district peace poster competition final, and that was out at Adelaide Junior School. A really different way of promoting the peace poster contest that Lions holds, and so it's one of those programs that the Lions. Oh, you got the hat there. The wind has just picked up here as we're making our way down to Glenelg. Peace poster competition is the competition for kids to draw or paint posters depicting peace around the theme of peace through service. This year it was. We had some amazing entrants into this year, and so yesterday was the district final. So clubs had voted on their club winners, and those club winners went through to the district final. And so yesterday we had a massive event, or not massive, but we had an amazing event in Adelaide Junior School. Patria's letting you know that it was fantastic. Well done, Andrew, on hosting the event. So that Andrew must be a pretty good character.
She's trying to score brownie points with you.
So
No, I did look at it on the on Facebook.
Yeah, cool.
After the event, and it looked different. It's different, which is what we've
that
got
was
to
the
do.
point. Yeah, exactly. So we live streamed that event on the 201C1 District Facebook page. So you can always go and have a look at that page and have a look at it. It's the first time, as far as I'm aware, that our district has done something live streamed, and so we thought let's promote this awesome contest in a completely and utterly different way. It should have been done at the Lions District Convention back in October. Because of COVID it got cancelled, so that's when we thought let's do something utterly different, and we'll see how it goes. It was a bit of an experiment to see whether it's going to be a success or not. So whether it happens next year or not, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I promoted it to other districts to see if they take on the idea or do something similar, or maybe they modify what was done. It just provides hopefully a different avenue in doing things differently. Like I said, the peace poster contest has been around since the late 80s, but I don't know how it's been done in other districts or how it's done even in our state previously. Morning, Pat. How are you going?
You've got to give them that view.
Let's turn it around. Let's turn the camera around.
For those overseas,
For those
not in
overseas
Adelaide,
or interstate outside of Adelaide, check out this view of
Glenelg North.
of Glenelg North. Lots of people on the scooters, electric scooters coming towards us. Plenty of people on the beach. There's plenty of people on the beach behind us. There are canoeists out there as well, kayakers.
Where the heck are you? Glenelg North.
So we'll do the promotion for Australia on this one. Where the heck are you? So
And
come
there's
on.
Plenty of room.
Plenty of room down here at Glenelg North. So we're making our way to the Glenelg Jetty. Oh, excuse me, hopefully I won't die there.
There's still a way to go.
Yeah, we've still got a bit to go, a few minutes to go. But beautiful walk to get out today. Get the legs moving. And hopefully, Pat, you're well wherever you are. How are things out in Victoria there, wherever you are? Yeah, so the peace boat is yes, a very different way of doing it. If it takes off, it takes off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's an attempt at doing something different to showcase the competition on its own, because sometimes it gets lost amongst the whole convention stuff that gets done. Hey, look, if it inspires other ideas on how things can be done, then it does. Otherwise, maybe people modify the ideas. So, Zig, if you got a chance to look at it yesterday, that's great. Hopefully, other people get a chance to look at it as well if you weren't live with us yesterday. The 201C1 Facebook page. Make sure you like it. And
I didn't do that, so I'll go back on today and like
get back and do that.
and share it.
And share it as well. So it's those little things that we need to do as Lions is share as to what we are doing. As Zig was mentioning, 20 minutes ago, and it's a phrase that I've used before here on this forum, and I'm going to say it again. We have been silent achievers for far too long, and it's time that we change it. It's about time that we become loud and proud about what it is that we do and what we accomplish, who it is that we help. Like I said, we're all community-minded people, so we want people to know that we're out there. We're happy to help those who need the help if we can help, and we need to make sure that people are aware of what Lions do, who Lions are, where they can find us, and all that sort of stuff. So I know Patricia's putting a lot of time and work into the websites, into letting clubs know what even each other clubs do. We sometimes get lost as to what even other clubs do. So to be honest, when we change what we're doing here with the walk, with the Lions Get Active walk, I thought if we change where we're going for our venues or where we're doing our active stuff to promote activity, to promote physical activity, mental activity, well-being.
This is all counting for Lap the Map.
Absolutely is. So we're double dipping here. We're doing these walks, we're doing the kilometres that we're doing go towards Lap the Map. So all those guys that have helped me that have been on the walk this morning, I'll send this information through to Steve Fawcett and it can go towards Lap the Map. It's another diabetes campaign across the Lions community. And so, yeah, like I said, it's a matter of being loud about what it is that we do as a Lions community, no longer being silent achievers, because really, if no one knows what you're doing, did it really happen maybe?
Well, we can't help them.
Exactly.
And that's the issue that I've noticed over the last few years. I'd like to help families in the community, but where do you get the information?
And that's exactly
Privacy requirements. Doctors can't tell you.
Yep.
Councils can't tell you. The state government and federal government can't tell you who needs that help.
Yeah.
It comes word of mouth.
Yep.
And if you don't put the word of mouth that we are out there to try and help, you can't help them.
You're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
It is.
So from here, like I say, any Lion members that are watching today, I've mentioned it before, and like I say, Zig just mentioned it a minute ago. Even if you simply wear your Lions pin to work, to the shops, you're taking the kids to gymnastics, wherever it is that you go, just pop one of your Lion pins on your lapel, somewhere on your shirt, and I guarantee, it won't happen straight away most likely, but I guarantee at some point in time someone will ask, what is that pin? And I can say that because that happened to me when I was teaching over the last few years. At a particular school, the boys would come up to me and say, "Sir, what's that pin on your shirt? Are you part of the CIA?" And so I just went with it and said, "Yeah, I'm watching you from wherever I want and taking it all in." And so I just hammed it up.
But they'll remember that.
Exactly. But I did it in the end. For some of the boys actually did say, "But sir, what is it really?" And so it was a good opportunity just to at least say what it was. And so from its most basic form, they at least know that Lions is around because I at least promoted it. And so I'm not trying to blow my trumpet at all. I'm just using it as an example of, if you wear your pins, if you wear your shirts with the Lions badge, people do look. Even just as we've been watching here, and I've been listening to Zig, I'm watching people's eyes, for those who I can see that I haven't got glasses.
They go to
and they're looking straight to the logo. They're looking straight to the logo. So this isn't a promotional bashing that Lions aren't good enough or anything like that. It's just a case of there are simple ways to get
the message out there.
To get the message out there. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, your similar thing with the school, the kids. I was in a shopping centre having to buy something. I had my Lions shirt on. I walked in the shop. The young lad was serving me. And after a little while he says, "What's Lions?"
Yep.
So I spent 5 minutes just to, tell him what Lions was.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't realise that.
No, that's usually.
I've educated one more.
That's a common reaction. Yeah. All right. Well, my camera's about to die.
Andrew's not. He's just running out of breath.
I'm just running out of breath. So Zig, really appreciate you coming along, mate. We'll get another chance to talk some more about what your club does. Do thank the other guys who were walking with us this morning. They've all turned around and gone back. But we're finishing up our walk towards Glenelg here, so that one of our other line members here can be picked up. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I hope you have a great Sunday, whatever it is that you're doing. Hope you have a great week. Next week is going to be a short, sharp, shiny video out of Benithan Park somewhere, because we've got a barbecue out there at 10 o'clock. So 9 o'clock start for Lions Get Active at Benithan Park, but I'll send out more information over the week. Have a great day, guys. Catch you next time.
Cheers.